Are you a weeaboo who doesn't know how to cook? An otaku that burns their little tendies in the oven? A Japanophile who doesn't actually understand Japanese culinary culture? Well, I got news for you. Creative Freaks has the game. The Japanese company has released a game that is part dating sim and part cooking instructions. That sounds right up my alley as a fat IT nerd. Let's get started with Gochi-Show.
For self-improvement, crafts, and fitness games, go ahead and turn on YouTube and watch Jack.
I think I'm pronouncing it correct. If not, I'm not going to read any of the comments. Before I get started, I want to make a quick few housekeeping notes. First, I'll be reviewing 3 recipes from this game. It looks like there are about 40 of them in total, so if you would like to see more, then go ahead and leave a comment or a like. I read those, I look at it, and I'll be like, okay, so people like this, they want to see more cooking. Secondly, I already know how to cook, and I cook pretty well if I don't say so myself. So this will be more of a review of the gameplay and the recipes. That is, in comparison to if the game can teach me how to cook. Lastly, I have to admit that I've never actually played a dating sim before. I know, fat IT nerd. I should be very familiar with these games, but I'm not. So I'm not sure how it compares to any of the popular games in this genre, but hey, it's the first time for everything. Let's get started with Chapter 1. You play as whatever name you put in, as everything is in a first-person view. I like this since it makes you feel like you're the one cooking and interacting with the ladies. It starts off with you having this nightmare about how you will never not be able to find a wife or anything like that. Your kids are going to all starve. So you decide to go to the cooking club to grab some food and, meet some of the ladies. There you will meet the first girl, Mokomo, who is the usual bashful anime stereotype girl. She's there to tell you that the club is only for females, which is problematic since she is trying to find her husband. Oh boy, I want to know what's going to happen next. Learn how to cook. Get away from me. What? Cooking? Gasp. Are you finally going to listen to me now? This is the nod. And you would happen to be the first club's president. Tremble. My name is Miyoko Kagiyugi. The president is Makuro Shigonoro, and there's one more member named Satomi Ahira. We're all in the same year. Anyways, you tell her your sob story about how you are useless and you can't cook at all, and she decides to take you under her wing and teach you how to make fried eggs. The step she outlines is simple. First, crack the egg, then pour in some water, steam that sucker. Sounds pretty easy. But is it tasty? Let's head to the kitchen. Why? It smells more like the fall of the bowl that way. Then put the egg in the pan. Now let's finally fry the egg. Pour in the preheated pan, but be careful not to break the yolk. Are they done yet? Take the lid off and check. If your egg's done, there's still water left. Turn the heat to high to quickly evaporate any excess. Congratulations, you successfully fried an egg. Place your masterpiece on a plate and enjoy with a pinch of salt and pepper. So that's how you fry an egg. Feels like breakfast. In here, just gonna get started following the directions. I brought my laptop. I think I got a sink full of dirty dishes because I was cooking earlier. Not with the anime. But I also got some barbecued pulled pork in the crock pot, so it smells delicious down here. Egg, crack against a bowl. Guess you're only cooking one egg. Get your thing full of oil. Get it nice, covered in that oil. It doesn't stick. It seems heated up enough. Just pour the egg in. Nice Sizzle. Put the lid on it. Let that puppy steam. Fried egg done to completion. Zoom in here for that money shot. Pretty good. Overall, that recipe was super simple and tasted great. I never really made eggs that way since, I usually like them scrambled. I don't like the whole yolk is all runny. Ugh. But they actually tasted super tasty. So far, the game is excellent. The recipes are super easy to follow along. You can pull up any ingredients in the cookware anytime, and you can move forward and backward if you miss a step with ease. I will say that the dating sim portion is a little wordy for my taste. It takes about 20 minutes to get through with a chapter due to all the conversations. They just keep talking and talking, and really I'm just here for the cooking. I know that it's expected of games of this genre. The whole point is to fall in love with these characters, but it is bothersome if you just want to, get to the recipe and cook. Menu, but cooking for yourself just isn't the same. Every time I take a bite of this meal, I'm filled with happiness. People really don't know how to fry an egg.
いきなりじっと見つめられたら
Oh no, she's thinking about picking this girl. If you're interested, click. At the end of chapter 1, you meet the other members of the cooking club. Satomi, the blonde who is the usual loudmouth anime character, is the president of the club. Marco, I think I'm saying that name, Markimo, is a more sarcastic, cool girl that can be quite a flirt. Together, they make up the cooking club, and they just have to decide to let you join in or not. That's the end of chapter 1. Afterwards, you unlock 3 recipes. You get the fried egg, which is just cooked, rice, which is pretty simple to cook, and miso soup. I've never had miso soup in my life, so I decided that will be recipe number 2. Let's get back to that kitchen. What's up, everybody? I'm cooking my second meal for the Gochi-Show. I couldn't find any of the ingredients really, so the only thing I could find for tofu is extra firm. I couldn't find that silken tofu. I don't even think they carry it in my store. Seaweed. All I couldn't find anything like wakimi. So I read the substitute is seafood, and the only thing they have is like these seafood paper snack things. I couldn't find miso paste or dashi, so all I could find was really miso ramen broth. And then scallions, green onions. That's pretty easy. 3 of them. So that was basically it. I couldn't find anything at the store that we needed, but I'm gonna try and substitute that stuff anyways, and hopefully it'll taste good. Pieces. It doesn't really look like the image. But then again, I don't really have all the materials. But it doesn't look too bad. It doesn't smell too bad either. It's gonna be interesting. I've never had miso soup or anything seaweed. Really had tofu, so this is gonna be a new experience. I'm a little frightened. Not sure how much I'm gonna like this. Try a little bit of the tofu on the sauce. See how good it is. Ugh. No. It is gross as hell. Ugh. That was gross as hell. I hate the taste of fish, which is excellent since I'm playing a Japanese cooking game. Go over me, right? With both of these recipes out of the way, it's time to go to Chapter 2. To unlock the chapters in the game, you have to cook the meals, which will give you more points. These points unlock more chapters, which then unlock more recipes, and the cycle continues on and on and on. That is a pretty excellent gameplay loop as it forces repeat cooking of the recipes which you learn, which then forces those recipes into your brain so you can call them out and cook them on the fly. It's super smart, and that's why I love video games such as these that force you to learn real skills, as it's both super fun and informative. This and Rocksmith are just, I love these so much. Let's continue on to Chapter 2. But knowing that just a few tricks can help me make such a great fried eggs gave me boost in confidence, and plus, who knew cooking would be so much fun? It starts off with him debating whether or not they are going to let him cook. You get to the club and found out that they let you in since Mokomo told a little white lie. She said that your mom continually works late and cannot cook, so you live off frozen meals. That sob story continues and convinces everyone to let you cook this next meal, which you found out is fried rice. This time, it's the president's turn, Satomi, to teach you. Time to get flirty with the prez after cooking this meal. The recipe seems pretty straightforward. Chop up some green onions, some ham, some eggs, stir in the rice. At the end, let's see how this cooks in the kitchen. Cooker, and then get started with the rest of the steps. Eggs. Added the eggs. Probably should only make 1 cup because this is a lot of rice. It smells really good. It has the scallop, green onions, rice. Ooh, it's good. That's really hot though. You can probably see all the steam in the video. Oof. Ooh. Man, it's hot. But it's good. I like it. I never made fried rice before. That's good. That recipe was fantastic. I actually cooked that again on a different day, except threw in some peas and carrots. It's one of those that is like super highly flexible and should be in any chef's repertoire. Back in the game, the president says that you have the skills and continue teaching you within the cooking club. That's excellent news since we have 36 recipes to go. That would suck if the game just stopped here and be like, here's the rest of the recipes, dating sim done. And with that, I'm going to have to call it quits. I plan on having a part 2 while I cook 3 more recipes in the game, and then, continue on if you guys want. If you guys want more, remember, comment, and I'll continue making more of these videos. Overall, I am super happy with how this game turned out and how delicious 2 of these recipes were. The third one, miso soup, bleh. While the dialogue did get tedious, the concept is so unique that you have to praise it. For $5, $5, this game is definitely a steal. If you're an otaku or someone who doesn't know about Japanese cooking, like me, I highly recommend giving this game a try. I learned some cooking knowledge that will apply continually in my life thanks to this game. Not only that, but I also tried new foods. While I tried eggs, I've tried rice before. I've never had miso soup. I didn't like it, but it's still important to try new things in your life. So guys, thank you so much for watching this video on the Gochi Show. If you guys have any suggestions on anything you want me to try, then shoot me a comment in the comments below. I will do pretty much any challenge or suggestion provided. If you guys want, you can follow me on Twitter at TrueJackJank. I post on the videos that are coming out, and that's it. That's really all I do on the site. Like this video on YouTube and subscribe to the YouTube channel. I post a new video every single Friday. My main series is, I got 2 main series, Sleepy Time Jack, where I review sleep products, and Fitness Game Reviews, where I go through a fitness game to see if I can lose weight and see if it's worth it or not. Lastly, have a fantastic day, everyone. All you guys are just amazing.